we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't
down below who you guys winning in the first round of the series. This is a very interactive show we have here, because next, Spade, we're gonna talk NBA regular season. Gotta state regular season, because people get it misconstrued.
Yep.
People get it misconstrued and be like, oh, well, look what he did in the playoffs. He shouldn't be the MVP. People get it misconstrued. NBA regular season awards, Spade. I want to start with you. I want us to talk about MVP. Who's your MVP? We already know who you're going to say. We don't got to take a lot of time on it.
Can I get in my bag?
Can I get
in my bag for a minute, bro? Let me tell you something about the NBA. I credit the NBA with understanding storylines and getting the viewer and the fans of their sport to not only enjoy watching it, but the NBA sits back like this and they do their thumb. I don't know what you call this thing. They do this thing with their thumbs right here. And they like when we argue, when we debate about who's the MVP, who's the Rookie of the Year. They love that because that draws more interest in. With that being said, man, I see all these people talking about various MVP candidates and LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And look. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm so sick of James Harden being snubbed for MVP this year, bro. If James Harden don't win the MVP, LeParis, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. That's not a threat. That's a promise. I don't even see anybody else that should get first place votes. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Nobody else deserves a first place vote in this race. This should be a unanimous James Harden MVP season. I don't understand. If you lead the league in scoring, if you got the best record in the league, if you are also amongst the top in the league in assists, you lead the league in win shares, I don't know what the hell else you could possibly do. And for those who used to always like to nitpick and be like, well, he doesn't play defense, this year it's statistically proven he's been light years better on defense than LeBron James. Miss me with the LeBron James. Look, LeBron could probably have 10 of these. The one year that you can't really make an argument for LeBron James, a legitimate argument, is this year. They're fourth in the East. His win shares are down. His defense is terrible. No. Give me James Harden unanimously, bro. I don't even, let's not play. I don't know why they don't like James, bro. Give my man his award.
I don't know. You know, I had this
unanimous.
I had this whole soliloquy. And I was going to troll you and say James Harden, you know. But I ain't going to do it. I'm going to keep it 100. James Harden deserves to be. I was going to troll you and say Westbrook averaged a triple-double. He should get the MVP again. I'm not going to do that. James Harden deserves to be the National Basketball Association regular season most valuable player. He does. Hands down.
Yep.
Nobody, best, I mean, I agree with you, Spade. What else do we got to do? Best record in the league. I don't know what else he got to do. If he don't win it this year, then he's never winning it. He's never winning it. So
if he don't win it this year, it's flawed. They just need to do it.
James Harden deserves to be the MVP. You can leave your thoughts about MVP in the comment section down below. I don't care. I believe James Harden deserves to be the NBA's regular season MVP. Spade?
Facts. Yes.
It's probably, you know what? I ain't going to go there yet. I'm going to go there last. Let's take it to most improved player. Who you having? Why?
I got to be in Victor Oladipo. I mean, it's a few names you could probably sprinkle in, but for me, Oladipo last year, playing in OKC, all we heard about was how Russ had no help, and Russ had to do everything, and Oladipo took that. Oladipo took that like a G. Not only did he take all the criticism without lashing out, he used it to make himself better. He actually credits Russell Westbrook with like working out with him and training with him. And this man went to Indiana, and he looked like a man possessed. He is definitely, once again, to me, I don't understand how you could dispute it. He's hands down the league most improved player, in my opinion.
I agree with you 100%. And I felt this way damn near at the All-Star break. I was like, ain't nobody. Depot done elevated his game to another level, man. And I was one of the people that was hard on Depot last year in OKC. But this is what I'm saying when we was talking about the topic earlier. Sometimes all you need is a change of scenery. That's all you need. Change the scenery, you get a different outcome. And I felt Oladipo definitely took his game to the next level. Definitely one of the best players at his position in this league. And I feel like Depot deserves to be most improved player. Spade.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So let's talk about six man of the year.
It got to be Lou Will. I mean, First of all, Lou Will got snubbed for
arguing
All-Star.
that it should probably be Eric Gordon because Lou Williams started X amount of games and he played X amount of minutes. But I agree with you, Spade, 100%.
I mean, you can flip-flop him, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, I'm going Lou Will. I wouldn't be mad if it was EG. Like, even last year when those guys was teammates for a little period of time, I mean, you could roll dice. I mean, you can flip a coin. Like, either one of those guys, I would be all right with. I got it being Lou Will, though.
I have it being Lou Will as well. And I feel like Lou Will is one of those guys, man. I mean, he gets starter minutes, but Lou Will, sometimes when a guy know he can be a starter, Spade, he want to be a starter. Lou Will embraces that 6-man role. Even though I know somebody's gonna be like, well, I mean, I guess he would embrace it if he gets this amount of minutes a game. But it's not the point. The point is, people. It's something about NBA players. They like getting their name announced as a starter, coming out that tunnel or, down that little.
It help you get chicks in the club. Starters get better IG chicks. This is a proven fact.
I mean, Lou Will don't need no help with that. I think he,
well, that's fact.
He got 4 if you're fat, 2 if, I mean,
he learned that in Georgia.
4 if you're slim, 2 if you're fat. You know what I mean? Lou Will keep.
Them Georgia boys, we don't need no help. You know what I'm saying? We got that. We got that.
I have Lou Williams being 6-man of the year. Lou Will has had a phenomenal season. Probably should have been an All-Star, especially once them injuries came. Should have been an All-Star. Yeah. Spade, give me your defensive player. Give me a defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year, man. For me, this one's gonna be a little bit controversial. I go Rudy Gobert. I know a lot of people felt
it's been a down year for the defensive guys. I mean,
a lot of people felt like you missed too many games, but his. The way
I agree with that, but I mean, if you don't give it to Gobert, I mean, who?
Well, I mean, the top names that you're hearing is Gobert. You're hearing Embiid. You're hearing KD.
AD. Yeah.
AD, KD. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going Gobert.
I feel like you got to give it to Gobert. Man. When you up at the top in blocks and just It probably needs to be a stat that's registered, but it's not. Just being able to change people's shots at the cup.
Shots effective.
Yeah, man. Like, definitely. I don't know what you would call it. Maybe shots altered or something. I don't know what you'd call it. But, I mean, people just drive to the cup over the Stifle Tower, and the percentage is just extremely low. I mean, I have it being Gobert. Leave who you guys have. Defensive player of the year, it's been a down year in my opinion. Like, people, if your only argument is, well, Gobert didn't play, he missed, I think, 20, 30 games, I don't know who else I feel comfortable with giving it to. I don't know. And that was my problem. So, I feel comfortable giving it to Gobert. Spade, the most controversial, aside from MVP, the most controversial award that's probably going to be given out is Rookie of the Year. Spade, who's your Rookie of the Year and why?
First, I had to sip tea. Look, man, I've been talking about this on my live streams. I've been in a couple of debates on Twitter. I already know how most of the world feel.
Damn near fist fights. I said you've been in damn near fist fights.
Yeah, but don't nobody want that smoke. Don't nobody want that smoke. They pretend like they do, but they don't. Look, man, I know where everybody's staying with it, and that's cool. I'm not going to try to, I got to be honest with you. This is probably one of the closest Rookie of the Year races I can remember, at least right now, without actually doing the research and doing my Googles, as LaParis would say. But you guys are not going to like it, but I got Donovan Mitchell. And you know what's so weird for me? The debate, and I hate that it's kind of turned to this, but the debate has turned to whether or not Ben Simmons is a rookie or not. That's not even my angle. That's not even my angle. For me, you look at expectation. Coming into the year, you knew that Ben Simmons was a former #1 pick. You knew that they had Embiid. You knew they had Markelle Fultz, even though he's dealt with injury. You knew they had J.J. Redick, one of the most lethal sharpshooters in the league. You knew they had these young pieces. You knew they was in the East that is weak. And you knew 6 minutes into the first game of the year that the team that we thought had the up arrow over there, which was the Boston Celtics, weren't going to be who they thought they were, or who we thought they were going to be. So you look at the success that they had over in the East, and nobody, I'm telling you, nobody had Utah in the postseason. And they was like 3rd or 4th up into the last game of the season. What Donovan Mitchell has been able to do as a 6'3" shooting guard is crazy for me. And I keep trying to get people to understand. You can look at Ben Simmons, who is having a phenomenal year, who I think is going to have a phenomenal career. And you can look at what he's doing and you can say, wow, he's really benefiting off the people he got around him. He's still playing really well. That's no shade to him. But he's benefiting on playing on the team that's got really good three-point shooters. Between Covington and Redick, probably two. I mean, I think, and I don't have the numbers, LePage. I'm pretty sure they are at least in the top 10 three-point shooting teams in the league. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it without even looking. You got a tall guy who can run the offense really well, good court vision. He can get rebounds. He can pass. Nice. But a 6'3" two guard he's the team leader, which means that he don't get the luxury of being able to watch this guy go off and the defense fall asleep. That's and true. It frees you up. It's like you can look at what Eric Gordon or somebody else on the Rockets do, and they're able to get looks because James Harden is cooking so much that maybe he lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Every team they facing is game planning for Donovan Mitchell. They're not game planning for Ricky Rubio. They're not game planning for Crowder, who they just got damn near at the All-Star break. They are game planning for a 6'3" two guard who is averaging 20-plus points a game. To me, he's my rookie of the year. I won't be upset if he don't win it, but if I had a vote, Donovan Mitchell gets my vote.
Let me ask you, Spade, why do the NBA have a problem giving out co-rookie of the year? Like, remember I think Jason Kidd and Grant Hill won. I think they both shared co-rookie of the year. I think they both won rookie of the year. What is the problem with that? I feel like both of these guys. Now I know we can't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm doing.
You can, but now,
no. I'm going to pick one.
I don't know if it's always been this way, but now when you cast your vote, you have to do a 1, 2, and a 3. So if it works out where they got the same amount, you know what I'm saying, then they'll be co. Which I doubt. Like, I've been hearing a lot of people that actually has a vote, and a lot of people saying Ben Simmons.
When Grant Hill and J. Kidd first came in the league, man, it was no way you could pick. Like, both of those guys was nice. You know, Jason Kidd
could.
Spade, I really wish they could co-MVP this situation, but I know they're not. I know they're not. So for me to just pick one, Spade, I'm gonna. And you said you're not gonna go he's not a rookie route. I'm gonna go that route. I don't feel Ben Simmons is a rookie. If you guys think this guy being in the spending a year in the NBA atmosphere didn't help his game, didn't mature his game, didn't mature his body, didn't get his mind state right, didn't teach him how to take care of his body. If you guys think him spending a year, basically a red shirt year with the Philadelphia 76ers, if you guys don't think that mattered, then you guys are naive. It's like when you in college, Spade. I said this to Spade off camera. When you're in college, and you're in college, and they telling you need to get an internship. You know, they want you to get some experience. They want you to get your foot in the door. Most of those internships are unpaid, but you're learning the ins and outs of the business. You're learning. And I felt like even though Ben Simmons didn't play last year, he learned how to watch film. Spade, I said this last year. I said that coach that Philadelphia has, I said his record is trash. But I think that dude is a good coach. But because his record is trash, I feel like people will always say, well, look at his record, and that's not fair to him. And I feel like that coach, being around that coach that was around Popovich, that was around those guys who are bright minds when it comes to basketball, I feel like that hurts Ben Simmons. This guy, Donovan Mitchell, was taking exams and talking to girls and going to party in the damn tourney last year. He wasn't in the NBA. And when you're, 9 times out of 10, when you do an internship in college, 9 times out of 10, the job you do the internship, they hire you because they're like, okay, this guy knows the ins and outs. If you're up against a guy, you did the year internship, and you're up against a guy just graduating college with no internship at the same spot, he's fresh out of college, more than likely, they're going to give it to the guy with the internship. And I'm just saying that experience,
that's facts.
That experience helps. And if you guys don't think that, even if he didn't play, I don't care. He still practiced with the team. He still learned how to watch film. I feel like that makes him better. And for that reason, I agree with you, Spade, 100%. I feel like nobody, I don't care. The Jazz fans, bruh. I want the Jazz fans, there's probably only 2 of them. I want the Jazz fans to look me in my eyes and tell me, I felt we was going to still be good when we lost Gordon Hayward. You didn't. You thought y'all was going to be back in the lottery.
Yep.
Back in the lottery. And I feel like Donovan Mitchell came in and was like, watch this. Watch this, baby. We talked about Philadelphia.
He started slow. His first probably week or 2 in the league.
Yeah.
I was about to eat crow.
They were starting Thabo Strefolosa, whatever you say it. They were starting him. They were starting him. Spade, we said on the show before the season even started, I said I still had Philly. I had Philly in the playoffs. I didn't know what we was going to get from Ben Simmons. I had Philly in the playoffs.
Yep.
Give me Donovan Mitchell for Rookie of the Year, Spade. But leave your NBA award winners in the comment section down below. Tweet us, email us, let us know who you guys have. But guys, people are not going. I wish they can co Rookie of the Year this joint, because they both had they just played great. And even Ben Simmons, I like Ben Simmons. He played great. But in my opinion, I would give the edge to Donovan Mitchell.
I love it. I love it. You know they about to be at our throats, right? As long as you know that.